A very good morning to you, children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, motion, the second lesson of physics for standard 7. In this chapter we are going to study about two terms, rest and motion. In a day-to-day life we see so many things. Few things do not move, few things are moving. All those things that do not move are said to be at rest, and all those things that are moving are said to be in motion. For example, trees, houses, electric poles, all these things, from your own experience you can say that they are not moving, right? So all these bodies are at rest. Suppose, take for example, you leave your book on the table and next day when you sit down to study, you will find your book placed where you had left it. There is no change in position of the book. That means the book is at rest. Similarly, bed, table, sofa, TV, certain things that you have in your house are kept at certain fixed places. Okay. Do you find that these things, they change their positions on their own? No. They do not change their position until and unless you change its position. Okay. So all those things are also at rest. When a body is not moving with respect to its surrounding, then it is said their body is to be at rest. So how do we define rest? We define rest as a body is said to be at rest if its position does not change with respect to its surrounding or any fixed object with time. Example, we can give a book lying on a table, trees, houses, fixed poles, the TV tower, the electric pole, all these things are at rest. Now coming to motion. What is motion? A body is said to be in motion if its position with respect to its surrounding or any fixed object changes with time. Suppose you are now sitting over here. Okay, you are now seated here. And after some time, you change your position and come and sit on this bed over here. That means you have moved your body to this distance. That means your body was in motion when you moved. Okay. Similarly, suppose a car is standing in a garage. Okay. At that time when the car is standing in the garage, the car is at rest. Now the car starts moving on the road. It's out of the garage and it starts moving on the road. It is changing its position with respect to, this was the garage, the car was in the garage and now it has moved out, means it has changed its position from the surrounding, that is the garage, and it's moving out. So when it is moving out, then it is in motion. A football. You place a football on a field. When you place the football on a field, then the football is at rest. But once you kick the football, what happens? The football starts rolling. When it starts rolling, then it is in motion. Right? Once it comes to a halt again, then it is at rest. Similarly, a car when comes to a halt, it stops, then the car is again at rest. So things are in motion as long as they change their position with the surrounding. Clear? Rest and motion are clear. Body is at rest if the position does not change with respect to surrounding. Body is in motion if its position is changing with respect to the surrounding. All objects that do not move are at rest, which are not moving are at rest, and objects that are moving are in motion, right? Now, motion is a relative term. Why? Because it takes place with the respect of time and surrounding, and it depends on the observer's frame of reference. We'll understand with this with a simple example. Suppose you are traveling by bus. Okay, when you are traveling by bus, you have someone sitting beside you. You are seated in a seat. You have someone sitting in the front seat. You have a window. You are sitting over here. Okay, then you have someone sitting over next to you, right? Then another seat is there in your front, and then someone is seated over there. You have the window, you have the driver driving. So when you are traveling by bus and you are looking inside the bus, then you are traveling at the same speed as that of the bus. Okay, but then you are traveling in the same direction also. But do you feel that your body is moving during the journey? No, you do not feel that your body is moving. Why? Because your body is not changing its position with respect to whatever is there in the surrounding inside the bus. Okay, all these are fixed objects. It is not changing. Your body is not changing its position with respect to these things, these fixed objects inside the bus. Now, once you look out of the bus, what do you see? You see that the position of your body keeps changing. Okay, but do you feel that you are moving? No, you feel that trees, houses and all fixed things are moving, passing by. Okay, but then are they moving? No, they are not moving because they are fixed. You are moving, and when you look out, you feel that you are changing your position. The position of your body is being changed with respect to the objects that are outside the bus. Those are the trees, the houses, the poles, and whatever is there by the side of the road. Okay, this shows that your body is in motion with respect to the tree and other fixed objects, but your body is at rest with respect to whatever is there inside the bus. Okay, all the fixed points inside the bus. This shows that motion is relative. So when two bodies are in motion, okay, the position of one body with respect to the other depends on two factors. It depends on the speed and it depends on the direction of motion. We can also say that motion and rest are relative terms. It means that if we change the fixed reference point for an object, this is the fixed reference point for an object. If we are changing it, it may be at motion from one point and it may be at rest for the other point. The same example if we are taking, if two persons are moving by a bus, then both are at rest if we take fixed reference point as the things inside the bus. Okay, two persons are moving by a bus and then both are at rest because we are taking fixed reference point inside the bus. However, if we set the fixed reference point to a tree or a house outside the bus that is beside the road, then both the persons are at motion. Hence, we can say that motion and rest are both relative terms. In the next video, we are going to study about the types of motion.